Hey, it's Mark here with DynamiteStocks.com. I just want to look at one stock in particular real quick. The other day I went through a lot of scans and I probably looked at 300 to 400 stocks. And one of them that really caught my eye was IMMU. It's a biotech or in healthcare, something like that. And I didn't really care about the fundamentals or anything because I just saw this chart. And what I saw was I go through the charts looking at the 3 month chart, and I saw this congestion consolidation right here, and you can see how clearly defined it is. Well, you can see it better without the lines again. Well, you can see this perfect triangular consolidation. It's a flag because it was since it's already up a lot. It looks like a flag. So you can forget about this candle right here because that wasn't there yet. But right here, I was looking at this, and it just kind of catches support right on that trend right there. It catches support right there all the way up, and there was light sell volume. These volume days were pretty light. I mean, you can see compared to this right here was traded 2 million shares right there, 2.1 million, and then on this day it was 1.1 million, and then 1.2 million shares traded, and those were sellers on these days. There were more sellers than buyers on these days. So I was like, well, that's pretty cool. That's definitely looks like a bull flag. And I've looked at so many of these charts. I can kind of see when they're a clean consolidation. So this one right here is a really uh, clean flag. I mean, it kind of went up a little bit here on that day, but yeah, that was just the first day that was consolidating. And it would have been even more perfect if it hadn't gone up to 153 in that day. But it was kind of catching it right there at like 150. It's then I backed it up a little bit more, and that was good enough. That was good enough for a buy thesis. But right here, you can see that it had resistance right here too, which was, it's kind of testing that. So, I mean, it was just a great bottom. You call this a rounding bottom because it kind of rounds out. It's not a double bottom or a spike bottom. This is a rounding bottom. And I saw that one along with another one that I had as a long bias. And I normally, if I see something like this, I'll normally put a buy stop order out there just to buy it if it does go up and I'm not trading. So I didn't trade at all today or yesterday because it's early morning here, but I didn't trade at all. And typically, if I see something like that, I'll usually put a buy stop order out there. Like a usually like a buy market order. And I just totally missed it though. So, but I just wanted to show you the chart because that's one of the ones that I burned into my head. When I see that, I just recognize it. So, I mean, it was amazing. It ran probably over 15%. It ran over 10%, and it could run again, but it'll probably consolidate. But I mean, I missed it, so I'm not gonna chase it up here because I don't really see a setup where I can take a lot, where I can take a stop loss. But you can see here, like this day was very similar to this one right here. On the 6th, it ran a lot, and then it just kind of consolidated. And then here, it ran a lot on the 19th. It ran, and then after that, it just consolidated. So it ran again. So chances are it's going to consolidate again for a couple days at least. I mean, it very well could run again. Um, and I'll kind of see how much it could based on the Bollinger Bands, but I think it's more likely to consolidate here. Yeah, it's up a lot. I mean, it actually went above the upper Bollinger Band pretty high today. So I think it's more likely to consolidate, but that was a cool one. And I had this one as a short bias, CJES. It's an energy name. It just kind of broke out of that right there in that trading range. It looks a lot like BBG. It's Bill Barrett. It's another oil company. But I mean, oil looks pretty overbought. I mean, it's sort of oversold right now. So I would expect oil to actually to bottom at least short term here. But I mean, we'll see what it does. And that was one of the coolest ones I've seen lately. That IMMU. Oh yeah, my Tuesday morning. I'm still short Tuesday morning. I'm short Tuesday morning, and I'm up about 8% right now. And it would have been nice if I could have covered down here at like five in the low fives. Because my thesis was to cover in the low fives, and I'll probably be covering. I decided I'm going to cover like 75% or 80% of the position today, this or tomorrow, or whatever today, and I'm going to go ahead and lock that in. I mean, it could go a lot lower, but there's a lot of support right here, and it very well could bounce. So I'm going to cover most of that position and take some of those profits. So those are the ones I want to look at. And if I see anything else really interesting, I'll post it up. This is Mark signing off.